Hi, welcome to Hoover Hill Farms. I'm testing all of this out. This is working so good. This is Mr. Sarge, and I am walking around the house with him in my shirt, in my belly. And what I've noticed, being and raising poodles, in home, that walking motion, and Sarge, he is the only male. Of course, this is 2026. These puppies were born from Jaja and King Cash on June the 14th. And they're, AKC registered, they're top of the line. Uh, Sarge is one of this. He reminds me so much of his daddy. He is so sweet. He also has the rounded head, which I love. And a lot of people don't understand that when they have a pointed head, you really can't do, the teddy bear cut. But when they have the rounded head that they get from their daddy, you can do the teddy bear cut with them. But I exchanged one baby poodle, which was Tappy, and now I got Sarge, and he's been in here for about 15 minutes, and he is just hanging out with me. You know, I never even thought about doing this before, but that walking motion, getting used from going to the ground, and, they're just a little over 4 weeks and hanging out, and, they know my skin color. I live alone, so it's a really quiet, peaceful place, and they're home raised. And I work with them, like you can see. I'm rubbing his ears, and we're gonna start the brushing here in about next week. Is when I start the brushing. But he is fabulous. And dogs are motivated by two or three things. Either it's going to be food, or a toy, or attention. Well, when you have a puppy that's motivated by food, and I've been a trainer of many different animals my whole entire life, I'm 68 years old this August, that when you have a puppy that's motivated by food, they are so easy to train. And he has one of the sweetest dispositions. His temperament is just non existing. And he's just wonderful. And I'm just so proud, as a breeder to, breed puppies that are completely socialized. And, being this young and seeing their personalities, it just makes me really proud of myself. But yeah, he's hanging out. He's doing his thing, and I'm gonna pull him out so you can see him. And here's the other thing. He is a solid. Oh, there he is. I don't know. When you have a black colored baby, it's so hard. But he has those beautiful eyes, nice nose, rounded head. He's starting to get his fur in, which is really soft and thick. And look how much he trusts me. Like, he's just hanging out. He's just hanging out. And his name is Mr. Sarge. Now, he is taken. You know, he is not for sale, but I still show the development of my puppies so you can see, from their mom and their dad and the puppies that they produce. And that, this is something that you have to take in consideration, and they're home raised. And he has such a sweet personality. And I mean, he does. He's probably, out of the three puppies, he is the most relaxed. He reminds me of his daddy. Can you say hi, Sarge? It's so hard to see him because he's black. But, see how he's getting eye contact? That's what you want to look for. And he has no white markings. Now, this is another thing. I'm going to try to stretch him out. Bless his heart. No white markings whatsoever. And when you find a solid color and there are no white markings, that is a quality poodle. That and all of my poodles are DNA tested, mom and dad, plus dad with his colors, and of course he's up for stud. But him and his mom produces the most wonderful, socialized puppies. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I have never, ever had a puppy that had, a bad temperament. They're always just so sweet and calm and just lovable, just totally lovable. And you can see that. And, look at him. You can see that. He's just so lovable. Anyway, this is Mr. Sarge, and he's been hanging out with me. I usually, I timed him. I did it for about 15 minutes. He just did it. Is that not fabulous? Anyway, you can always contact me for the puppies that aren't available. And I'm on Google Maps, Hoover Hill Farms in Utica, Kentucky, AKC Marketplace, and Facebook. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. Can you say bye-bye, Sarge? Oh, can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. All right, bye-bye. Love you guys.